with a little ghetto gospel.
Those who wish to follow me,
My ghetto gospel.
I welcome with my hands, and the red sun sings to last into the hills of gold. And peace to this young warrior without the sound of guns.
If I could recollect before my hood days, I sit and reminisce, think of the bliss of the good days. I stop and stare at the younger, my heart goes to them. They tested with stress that they under, and nowadays things change. Everyone's ashamed of the youth, cause the truth look strange. And for me it's reverse, we left them a world that's cursed, and it hurts. Cause any day they'll push the button, and all good men like Malcolm X and Bobby Hutton die for nothing. Don't it make you get teary, the world looks dreary. When you have your eyes, see it clearly. There's no need for you to fear me. If you take your time to hear me, maybe you can learn to cheer me. It ain't about black or white, cause we're human. I hope we see the light before it's ruined. My ghetto gospel.
Those who wish to follow me,
Ghetto gospel.
I welcome with my hands, and the red sun sings to last into the hills of gold. And peace to this young warrior without the sound of guns.
Tell me, do you see that old lady? Ain't it sad? Living out of bags, plus is glad for the little things she has. And over there, there's a lady, crack got her crazy. Yes, it's giving birth to a baby. I don't trip and let it fade me. From out of the frying pan, we jump into another form of slavery. Even now I get discouraged, wonder if they take it all back. While I still keep the courage, I refuse to be a role model. I say go, take control, drink out my own bottles. I made mistakes to learn from everyone, and when it's said and done, I bet this brother be a better one. If I upset you, don't stress, never forget that God isn't finished with me yet. I feel his hand on my brain when I write rhymes. I go blind and let the Lord do his thing. But I'm a less holy, cause I choose to pump a blunt and drink a beer with my homies. Before we find world peace, we gotta find peace in the war in the streets. My ghetto gospel.
Those who wish to follow me,
Yeah, ghetto gospel.
I welcome with my hands, and the red sun sings to last into the hills of gold.
If I die before I wake, at least in heaven I can skate. 'Cause right now on earth I can't do jack without the man upon my back. Now heaven would be a DJ spinning dub all night long, and heaven would be just kicking back with Jesus packing my. And if you don't believe in Jesus, then Muhammad or Buddha too. And while the world is warring, we just sit back and laugh at you, singing, if I die before I wake, at least in heaven I can skate. 'Cause right now on earth I can't do jack without the man upon my back. Now when most people think of heaven, they see those pearly gates, but I looked a little closer and there's a sign that says do not skate. So if you wanna come to my heaven, well, we all gonna have a ball, and everyone you know is welcome, 'cause we got no gates or walls. Singing, if I die before I wake, at least in heaven I can skate. 'Cause right now on earth I can't do shit without the man fucking with it. Then I got to the gate, pulled out a list that I've been calling fake. I'm sorry friend, you can't come in. You got a list here that doesn't end. You're mad, 'cause I smoke. You're teaching any classes in how to cope. I'll find a place to rest my head. I'd rather be alone now that I'm dead. A Christian horse soy way back in 87. We'll be busting Christ dance until we get to heaven. You think I really care that I miss biology? Got my education in stale physiology. With all your rules, you got to chill. I'm gonna twist out like Mike McGill. Gonna twist out 'cause I got the skills. Gonna twist out 'cause I got the skills. Got the skills, got the skills, got the skills, got the skills. Heaven is a half pipe. If I die before I wake, at least in heaven I can skate. 'Cause right now on earth I can't do jack without the man upon my back. If I die before I wake, at least in heaven I can skate. 'Cause right now on earth I can't do shit without the man fucking with it. If I die before I wake, I die before at least in heaven I can skate. 'Cause right now on earth I can't do shit without the man fucking with it. If I die before I wake, you go where at frontside air. I don't care, no, I don't care, 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 I don't care with it. If I die before I wake, at least in heaven I can skate. 'Cause right now on earth I can't do shit.
I give up wanking this morning. I never thought that I could, and I'm feeling better already. And this time I'm off it for good. When I first wanked I thought I was so clever, and all of me mates they were mugs. Thought I was the first bloke here on earth who'd ever played with his slug. It was me own little secret I never told anyone, and the feeling I got the first time I shot was like chooks flying out of me bum. So I'm giving up wanking tomorrow. I never thought that I could. I'll be glad to be rid of these headaches, then I'll be off it for good. I've wanked in some unlikely places, the shower, the beach and the pool, the dunny, a tram and the pictures, and biology classes at school. And once me grandmother caught me wanking myself in me room, but to her surprise I just shut me eyes and imagined her standing there nude. So I'm giving up wanking on Tuesday. I never thought that I could. Then I won't squint like I do now, and then I'll be off it for good. Me dad says it's gonna take willpower. There really is no easy trick. I honestly thought I'd need surgery to help get me hand off me dick. Me dad's been a great inspiration. He really has been a great help. He knows what I go through and just what to do, 'cause he give it up yesterday himself. So I'm giving up wanking next Friday. I never thought that I could. I won't have to wear these thick glasses, and then I'll be off it for good. So if you say you don't wank, you're a liar, and a fool if you say that you do. So next time you see Prince Charles on TV, remember he's wanked himself too. So I'm giving up wanking come Christmas. I never thought that I could, and I'll sell me dog and me white cane, then I'll be off it for good. I'm giving up wanking next Easter. I never thought that I could, and the warts on me hand will just vanish, then I'll be off it for good. I'm giving up wanking next August. I never thought that I could.
If you haven't said this out loud, the title of this next song, if you haven't said it out loud in the last month, you've at least thought it, all right? I'm guaranteeing you that. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. Everything that could go did go wrong. So if I'm allowed to use the word cunt in a song, had an absolute cunt of a day. Started as a fart in bed. Well, it started as a fart, but I shit myself instead, and the fucking missus going off a fucking head. I've had an absolute cunt of a day, and running to the dunny like a bastard, trying to hold it in with me finger up me arse, and skidding past the kids and them little cunts laughing. Had an absolute cunt of a day. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. Everything that could go did go wrong. So if I'm allowed to use the word cunt in a song, had an absolute cunt of a day. No hot water, had to take a cold shower. Scrubbing shit from every orifice took a fucking hour. Then fuck, no fucking towels. Had an absolute cunt of a day. Pulling on me jeans and tripped. Busted me nose and split me fucking lip, and then got me cock caught me fucking zip. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. Help me! I've had an absolute cunt of a day. Everything that could go did go wrong. So if I'm allowed to use the word cunt in a song, had an absolute cunt of a day. And driving myself to the docks, bucket of tissues wrapped around me cock. Not a good time to get stopped by the cops. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. The bastard didn't even let me explain. Just cuffed me up and hauled me off to jail. No fucking phone call, no fucking bail. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. Your turn. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. Everything that could go did go wrong. So if I'm allowed to use the word cunt in a song, had an absolute cunt of a day. So, Your Honour, that's how it is. That's exactly how it started and how it ended up here. And you bastards laughing ain't making it any easier. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. And I'm in too much fucking pain to plead. And I don't give a fuck if you don't believe me. Just take me out the back and fucking shoot me, please. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. I've had an absolute cunt of a day. Everything that could go did go wrong. So if I'm allowed to use the word cunt in a song, had an absolute cunt of a day. I've had an absolute cunt of a, just another one of them absolute cunt of a days. Yes!
Everyone considered him the coward of the county. He had never stood one single time to prove the county wrong. His mama named him Tommy, but folks just called him Yellow. But something always told me they were reading Tommy wrong. He was only 10 years old when his daddy died in prison. I looked after Tommy 'cause he was my brother's son. I still recall the final words my brother said to Tommy. Son, my life is over, but yours has just begun. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. Now, it won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. There's someone for everyone, and Tommy's love was Becky. In her arms he didn't have to prove he was a man. One day while he was working, the Gatlin boys came calling. They took turns at Becky, and there was 3 of them. Tommy opened up the door and saw his Becky crying. The torn dress, the shattered look was more than he could stand. He reached above the fireplace and took down his daddy's picture. As his tears fell on his daddy's face, he heard these words again. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. Now, it won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. I hope you're old enough to understand. Son, you don't have to fight to be a man. The Gatlin boys just laughed at him when he walked into the bar room. One of them got up and met him halfway across the floor. When Tommy turned around, they said, "Hey, look, old Yellow's leaving." But you could have heard a pin drop when Tommy stopped and locked the door. 20 years of crawling was bottled up inside him. He wasn't holding nothing back, he let 'em have it all. When Tommy left the barroom, not a Gatlin boy was standing. He said, "This one's for Becky," as he watched the last one fall. And I heard him say, "I promised your dad not to do the things you've done. I'll walk away from trouble when I can. Now please don't think I'm weak, I didn't turn the other cheek. And Papa, I sure hope you understand. Sometimes you gotta fight when you're a man." Everyone considered him the coward of the county. On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces and knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done." Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he'd finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out his cigarette, faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the deal is done.
We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll.
say you don't know me, I recognize my face. Say you don't care who goes to that kind of place. Knee deep in the hoopla, sinking in your fight. Too many runaways eating up the night. Marconi plays the mama. Listen to the radio. Don't you remember? We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Someone always playing corporation games. Who cares? They're always changing corporation names. We just want to dance here. Someone sold the stage. They call us irresponsible. Write us off the page. Marconi plays the mama. Listen to the radio. Don't you remember? We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. It's just another Sunday in a tired old street. Police have got the chokehold. And we just lost the beat. Who counts the money underneath the bar? Who rides the wrecking ball into our guitars? Don't tell us you need us, 'cause we're the ship of fools, looking for America, crawling through your schools.
Looking out over that Golden Gate Bridge on another gorgeous sunny Saturday night, seeing that bumper to bumper traffic.
Don't you remember?
Your favorite radio station, your favorite radio city, the city by the bay, the city that rocks, the city that never sleeps.
Marconi plays the mama. Listen to the radio. Don't you remember? We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. We built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll. Built this city. We built this city on rock and roll.
was 1989, my thoughts were short, my hair was long, caught somewhere between a boy and man. She was 17 and she was far from in between. It was summertime in northern Michigan. days in life like when and where. We didn't have no internet, but man, I never will forget the way the moonlight shined upon her hair. And we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song, sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Catching walleye from the dock, watching the waves roll off the rocks. She'll forever hold a spot inside my soul. We'd blister in the sun, we couldn't wait for night to come to hit that sand and play some rock and roll. While we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song, sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. Singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. As strange as when the leaves began to change, or how we thought those days would never end. Sometimes I hear that song and I'll start to sing along and think, man, I'd love to see that girl again. Man, I'd like to see that girl again. And we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song, the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. We were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, making love out by the lake to our favorite song, sipping whiskey out the bottle, not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. 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 Sweet Home Alabama, yeah. On
driving down I-95 the other night. Somebody nearly cut me right off the road. I decided it wasn't gonna do any good to get mad, so I wrote a song about him instead. It goes like this. Were ye born an asshole, or did you work at it your whole life? Either way it worked out fine, 'cause you're an asshole tonight. Yes, you're an A-S-S-H-O-L-E, and don't you try to blame it on me. You deserve all the credit. You're an asshole tonight. You were an asshole yesterday. You're an asshole tonight. And I've got a feeling you'll be an asshole the rest of your life. Talking to your mother just the other night. I told her I thought you were an asshole. She said, yes, I think you're right. And all your friends are assholes, 'cause you've known them your whole life. And somebody told me you've got an asshole for a wife. Were you born an asshole, or did you work at it your whole life? Either way it worked out fine, 'cause you're an asshole tonight.
Your mouth is a revolver, find bullets in the sky. Your love is like a soldier, loyal till you die. And I've been looking at the stars for a long, long time. I've been putting out fires all my life. Everybody wants a flame, they don't want to get burned. And today is our turn. Days like these lead to nights like this, lead to love like ours. You light the spark in my bonfire heart. People like us, we don't need that much, just someone that starts the spark in our bonfire hearts. This world is getting colder, strangers passing by. No one offers you a shoulder, no one looks you in the eye. But I've been looking at you for a long, long time, just trying to break through, trying to make you mine. Everybody wants a flame, they don't want to get burned. Well, today is our turn. Days like these lead to nights like this, lead to love like ours. You light the spark in my bonfire heart. People like us, we don't need that just someone that starts the spark in our bonfire hearts. Days like these lead to nights like this, lead to love like ours. You like the spark in my bonfire heart. People like us, we don't need that much, just someone that starts the spark in our bonfire hearts, our bonfire heart. People like us, we don't need that much, just someone that starts the spark in our bonfire hearts.
The faster we're falling, we're stopping and stalling, we're running in circles again. Just as things were looking up, you said it wasn't good enough, but still we're trying one more time. Maybe we're just trying too hard, when really it's closer than it is too far. 'Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under. 'Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep up above in my head instead of going under, instead of going under. Seems like each time I'm with you I lose my mind, because I'm bending over backwards to relate. It's one thing to complain, but when you're driving me insane, well then I think it's time that we took a break. Maybe we're just trying too hard, when really it's